who have we got? We got Disa and Chitabashi sitting north-south for Disa's team, and we'll have Van Oosten and Van de Pavard, I think, are the two Netherlands juniors that are going to be sitting east-west for the Dinkin squad. I think Craig will be joining me at some point, but I have not heard from him. So currently running solo. And I guess we're off. South has pretty nice hand. North will be able to game force. We'll see how much East-West get involved in the auction, because West will of course be able to overcall Heart, and East does have a Heart raise available. So where should North-South end up? I think 3 no trump is probably going to be the most likely final contract. South will show diamonds and clubs, and North will realize that she has, a huge club fit, some nice controls, but I think there are 2 things that would pull her towards 3 no. I mean, 1, kind of the balanced distribution, and 2, the fact that she's kind of limited in high cards. Obviously, 6 clubs is an excellent spot and will be completely cold given the Ace of Hearts is on side. But I think we've seen a couple of times throughout the week here that Disa and Chitabashi are a little bit conservative in their actions. Well, okay, so a diamond, a heart, 2 clubs by North, 2 hearts by East. And South does need to come up with a bid. Like, 3 clubs doesn't exactly do the South hand justice. That's what you would bid with like a 3-2, 5-3 hand that has no heart stopper. So I wonder if 4 clubs is the right bid. I would be concerned as South about the doubleton heart as opposed to the having, 2-1 the other way in the majors, because we might just lose the first 2 heart tricks, and then it's a little bit challenging to bring home an 11-trick contract. 3 spades by South looks like a splinter in support of clubs, so oftentimes that would, of course, more look to North like 1-3-5-4. 4 hearts by West. That's a big bid, but I mean, West kind of realizes that the opponents are probably onto something, finding this club fit, especially with the spade splinter in South, given that he has the king of spades, which is now a wasted defensive asset. So I like what East-West have done, at least for the given layout of the cards. It has made North-South's decision a little bit more challenging here. And I will say that in the other room, especially with a sponsor sitting north-south, it's probably a little bit less likely that they end up getting to a slam. I mean, sponsors in general tend to shy away from slams, and especially grand slams. So it might not be a swing going in favor of Dinkin if Disa decides not to take the push, but wow, she does bid onto 6 clubs. She has a very weak trump suit, but I think just on the basis that the King of Hearts will at least stop the suit, and maybe Partners Diamonds will provide a parking place for another heart loser if South was in fact 1-3-4-5 in shape, or 1-3-5-4. But here we go. Heart opening lead. I mean, you can just face your hand and claim. Almost, I guess. Maybe trumps are 3-0 and diamonds are 5-1. So a little bit of care needs to be taken. But once both opponents follow to the first round of trumps, then you just have a easy cross ruff for all the rest of the tricks. So nice result to start them off, and very important because as an unbiased commentator, I really want North-South to just absolutely destroy in this match. Then we won't have to deal with the Dinkin disaster for the remainder of today's sets. So this is the 8th round of 10. There are 10 board matches, playing boards 11 through 20 here. And I guess, let me try and find the standings. Where does my command still work? Yes. Excellent. Ooh, these teams are very close. So Dinkin still is in the lead going into this round by less than 1 victory point. Diza's team is sitting back a little bit, and then Hjordis, Deboden, SFG, and I think someone's hometown, Bodo. I need to get a, is there a Google pronounce Nordic name site? Nope, this is not useful. I'm learning how to pronounce names like Thor. Dude. What up, Steph? How was your tournament? Also, by the way, your boys are here. Van Usen and Van de Pav. They're crushing it currently. Kind of depressing. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. They are the boys. I know. Alright, club to the queen, and now we'll see a claim. Oh no, this is going to be terrible, isn't it? Because this table is going to play so much faster than the other one, we might actually have to watch Dinkin play for a couple of boards. You know what I can do? I can just put up a giant little... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to tell you, but when the time comes, you'll see. So on to the next. 920... Really nice result for North-South there, finding the club fit and diagnosing that King of Hearts is well situated. Tim is going to be the Netherlands' next great player. Who's Tim? I think that's Van de Pav. Not sure. East, yeah. All right, 3 clubs by East in 3rd seat. Looks like the right thing to do with these colors. So South does get to make a nice takeout double. We should see 5 clubs by West. West has no defense whatsoever. 6 clubs I think is a possible bid by West, but 5 is probably more practical. You don't know the opponents are bidding a slam yet. So double by North. It's not as if these responsive doubles always have to have 4-4 in the majors here. You just need to tell your partner that you have some stuff. So I wonder what South is going to do over this double. I could see 5 diamonds. Okay, South does bid 5 diamonds. I think that makes some sense at least. And this is going to be a disaster. Does South give up and pass versus a past partner? I think that was very much in the picture, yeah. Passing 5 clubs doubled makes a lot of sense, right? Because again, South didn't bid 5 spades because he didn't know that his partner had spades. But that was the making... game contract that they needed to get to. 5 hearts also would have made, but that would have been a little bit more challenging to reach. Actually, I'm not convinced that 5 hearts would make. The opponents could lead a diamond, I guess. And then there's communications and clubs for a diamond ruff, and declare can't pull trumps. But yeah, they missed out on their spade fit. They have to play in this kind of unfortunate diamond fit. And I'm assuming that West is going to score 2 diamond tricks from here. Queen 9/4. How bad would 5 clubs doubled have been? North-South have 3 hearts, a diamond, and 2 spades. It would have been 800. So, you know, this is a little bit different than being in the same position if you were in a match point event, where, like, the difference between 5 and 800 is a huge deal. But playing in a team event, the difference between 5 and 800 is, like, not so much. And if you're ever at risk for ending up minus 100 or minus 200 or something on your cards, then you may as well just, like, take the easy 500. Declare gets the bad news, and we'll just be claiming down 1. So, a board going to the bad guys. This is not what we want to see. But we do have a result on board 1. 6 clubs making, did net 11 imps. Kind of as expected, and as mentioned in the other room, playing with a sponsor, sometimes it's hard to get to these slams. North didn't even bother trying over the 1 club opener. I'm sorry, I don't know why I even look at the Dinkin auctions. I have no idea what's going on. 1 club could have been anything. You had a fun one in your event. Your teammates brought back minus 1100, win 3. I mean, 1210 would be... Oh, 1210 would only be 2. I guess you could have, like, 1240. Not sure. But it does sound like you had more fun than your teammates on that board. 1 club is 13 to 17. Great. I'm sure it is. Wow, look at this. Yeah, a little bit of a different auction. And, oh, God, I can't watch the bridge in the other room. I mean, I think North did the right thing in this room, but it's always hard to fault a pro playing with a sponsor when they don't make a normal action, because, like, it could be based on the fact that they just don't want their client to declare the board. 2 hearts by East. East likes preempting. I mean, I think everyone would preempt the East hand, but it's a pretty bad hand. All things considered. A bunch of queens, weak suit, 6-3-2-2. Any reason I'm allergic to sand? It's the system! The system is terrible! And yet he plays it all the time. If he would just play 2/1, especially when he's at your table as an opponent. Yeah, see? I don't want to commentate this system. Like, I don't have the system notes, but even if I did, I wouldn't want to read through them. It's just like losing 15 imps a board. Every time you pick up a hand and you, like, take this awful action, like you open a diamond, you're just like minus 5 imps EV. Or, like, open a club 13 to 17. No, it's fine. I just need to have someone to pick on, and he knows the system is not great, but he finds it fun, so he pays. Exactly. It's very respectable. I do appreciate that. I also would appreciate if he just, like, played a normal system, and then we could just, like, watch their match and be like, ah, ha 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 ha, very funny. Sponsor did something silly. It happens. What's happening here? How did we get to 3-0? Why are we in no trump instead of hearts? Maybe this is genius. West had West is counting on 6 heart tricks, the ace of clubs, and excuse me. Also, why did North lead a diamond? I know a lot of people say, like, 4th best from your longest and strongest, but I think you just lead the other major when the opponents don't bid the other major. Man. No, dude. This match is going the wrong direction. We don't need East-West to be winning imps. This is going to be a long day, isn't it? I mean, I only have 3 matches to cover, and yet here we are. We might have to watch the Dinkin match over and over and over again. Wait, didn't North have a second opportunity to switch to spades? Hold on. Declare won the king of diamonds and played a diamond back. What is North doing? Oh my god. Wow. Okay, first important question, how is 4 hearts? It looks like 4 hearts has no play. I guess there's a little play. Like, if South had ace doubleton of diamonds and everything else was the same, you could make it, in theory. But that's not the layout of the cards. Yikes. Well, bad start for North-South. I mean, good start, but then bad continuation on the next couple of boards. South here gets to open a diamond and rebid 2 diamonds. North has no interest in looking for a slam, just puts it in 3 no trump. Club opening lead. I mean, not much to the play here. It's just going to be 11 or 12 tricks, depending on if East finds a spade switch when he gets in with the diamond ace. So another fairly flat board, I think. I say another. I mean, we've had, what, like 10 imp swings on all of the first 3 boards? So... But the first flat board of the set. Diamond to the king. West does get to signal. Queen of diamonds. Now we should see... I was going to say we should see the 7. I mean, maybe they're playing some sort of, like, upside-down suit preference. But West definitely wanted to ask for spades. I think. Right? Like, maybe if West gets lucky and partner has king third of spades, you can actually beat this. No guarantee North would be bidding 3-no with 3 small spades, but... not sure. I don't know how many players play upside-down suit preference these days. I think it used to be... Okay, maybe they do, because East did find the spade shift. 8 of spades. We'll see that go to the ace, I suspect. And then declare can claim. God. We have 35 imps scored in the first 3 boards. Crazy set so far. Ooh. This looks like it might be a fun hand. So South gets to open some number of hearts. I mean, I might open 1, but I could definitely see 3 or 4 being the choice of this player. I mean, if South preempts in hearts, I would expect to see West bid 4 spades, I think. And that could easily get doubled. Obviously, if South opens a heart, then, West has options, probably start with double, and then bid spades later. East-West do have a club fit. But actually, it's starting to look like no game makes for East-West. North-South have a heart rough coming in clubs. East-West just don't have a lot of tricks. Yeah, 4 hearts, 4 spades double. Should East try for 5 of a minor? Like with 4 no trump, I guess. I think so. Okay, South does open 4 hearts, and West bids 4 spades, and I think North should double. She does. Yeah, it's... Okay, East does bid 4 no. I like it because it's not... this isn't the same as if, like, your partner had opened 4 spades in first seat, and your right-hand opponent had, like, made a penalty double, where now you know your partner at least has a long spade suit. Here, your partner could have 5 spades. Yeah, exactly. Partner could have 5 dodgy spades, right? And just a bunch of points. So 5 clubs doubled. They have escaped a little bit. Now the heart opening lead will go to the ace. We will see a heart return ruffed. And then what? I mean, it looks like... It looks like it's just down 1, yeah. Declarer has enough pitches so they can even afford to try a club finesse if they want, or just play a club to the ace. They have 2 pitches in the King of Hearts and Ace King of Spades for a couple of diamonds. So Ace of Diamonds. Probably you try the club hook. It doesn't seem to cost. I mean, North isn't really doubling on King Doubleton of Clubs and a Singleton Heart. I mean, I'm sure North has to have the Club King, but... There we go. Club hook losing. So minus 100. I mean, this could be a big swing in either direction, I think. A lot of it might depend on South's opening bid at the other table. The 4 heart opener obviously like got things off to the races really quick. But it's possible that East-West will leave 4 spades doubled in the other room, which would be a little bit of a disaster. It might not even be worse, though. I mean, North has 3 spade tricks, and South has the heart ace. I guess North will also get the King of Clubs at some point, so it might be down 2. But on to board 16, we do have a flat board coming through, board 14. 3 no trump took 11 tricks at both tables. And we're halfway through the match. There will be a break of about 30 to 45 minutes or something after this. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do during break, but my breakfast place is not open, so I can't actually get food, even though I'm really hungry. You ordered food? Did you order me some? You know you have to share with the entire class if you get something for yourself. Those are the school rules. Yeah, unfortunately, like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. where it is here, I I don't have. You did get me some. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. I I do appreciate all the food. Chicken vindaloo with butter garlic naans. Oh my god. Oh yes, please. Indian food is great. I do like spicy food, and so Indian is just like perfect for almost every occasion. I appreciate it. I really need to stop talking about food though, because otherwise I'm going to be more hungry. And I gotta make it through the next couple of matches. Alright, pass by West. Maybe the players were on a little bit of a break. You're pretty hungover. That can happen if you're working at a bridge tournament. Diamond by East, a spade by South. Are we bidding with West's hand? Like 2 diamonds? Ugh, yuck. We do. 2 spades by North. I guess we bid 3 diamonds as East, because East doesn't realize that South is just going to blast 4 spades over this. I'll pass. I mean, West is going to be pretty happy with the way things have turned out, but not good enough to double. Probably we lead a diamond as West. I mean, I could see the King of Hearts. It feels a little bit committal to try the King of Hearts, though, especially when we have a natural spade trick. So, Jack of Diamonds. There it is. How does Declare feel about his prospects here? We have a club loser. We have a heart loser. I think we probably win the Diamond Ace and run the Queen of Hearts immediately. Is that the play? I think that's the play. We're gonna need to ruff 2 diamonds. And, I mean, it's very likely that East has the Heart King. Okay, I mean, club up to the King also makes some sense. You're not sure that's the play? You like this better? Like Queen of Hearts, King Ace, Diamond Ruff, Club? Is that a problem? Because now we can't take 2 heart hooks, right? We're now ruffing a diamond. Like, I didn't want East to get in with the Ace of Clubs and put a trump throw. Yeah, but I can afford a heart ruff, right? Like, I can lose a club, a heart, and a heart ruff, and I have 10 tricks. I don't care if they get a heart ruff. It's likely it's either with a natural trump trick or I don't have a spade loser. I'm not trying to make 11 tricks. This isn't match points. I'm only trying to make 10. Like, now where we've landed, Declare has to guess the heart suit to make his contract. I mean, maybe he will guess the heart suit. East has shown the way I played is just worse. What? No, I can take 2 heart hooks, right? I will lose a club to the ace before roughing everything anyway. Yeah, but I will have taken a heart finesse, and a spade won't have come through. So I get to then be in dummy to lead the 10 of hearts for a finesse. Like, I think I do a little better when the king of hearts is with West, because now I get to take a second heart finesse. Like, queen of hearts around to the king. If West plays a spade, that's okay, right? Oh, is it not okay? Do I end up losing a diamond in exchange for not losing a spade? Yeah, but this is all fine. They play a trump, I win, I rough. I rough a diamond. I run the 10 of hearts. And now I lead a club up to the king. They can either get a heart rough, or they can pull another trump. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of complication. But I mean, like, do you really like where we've ended up now as declare? I don't think so. Yeah, it's possible that I go down. But like, look at what's happened here. Now declare, rather than being on a 75% play in the heart suit, which I think is almost guaranteed to come home against the opening bidder, has to guess what to do in hearts. It's not 75. I mean, it is to play the hearts for one loser. Oh, what? You want to say it's 76? All right, I'll take it. I'll take the extra %. It's 0 when the third trump is with a doubleton heart. No, like, it's all good when East has the king of hearts. When East has the king of hearts, my line of play is great. So it's only in the very rare case that West has the heart king that this line of play is worse. All right, here we go. Declare has roughed a club to set up the suit. And, I mean, unfortunately, he's backed into making this. Like, he can't avoid making it at this point. Ugh, God, this is terrible. How is East having the king of hearts a double finesse in 75? Well, like, I guarantee to make it when East has the king of hearts. And when East has the jack of hearts, I run the queen of hearts around to the king. I don't know. I mean, is West returning a spade from this holding? Jack 9/4? Jack of diamonds lead to the ace, queen of hearts around to the king. West has to find a spade switch to give me trouble. Not convinced that they would. But yeah, I guess there are ways that you can go down. Whew. I mean, that was made a lot scarier than it had to be, I think. I think I like my line of play better than what Declare did. So if the argument is that we want to end up in this position where Declare effectively played West for the Heart King, then I think I would prefer to play the opening bidder for the Heart King. But that's just me. Food is here. Enjoy. Enjoy. North gets to open. North has 15. I don't think she's going to open to no trump, but I guess we'll see. North-South do have, I mean, they make 7 diamonds. I don't know if they will bid it. It's on a club guess, basically. Ooh. Look at this, board 15. Wait, 5 clubs went down 2 in the other room? Okay. Okay, nicely done. That's an oopsie. I'm not sure why play has slowed down a lot at this table. Maybe they're just being courteous and waiting for the other table to catch up on VooGraph. That's nice of them. That means we won't have to jump into the other room at the end of play. Well, I will say that both 1 club and 1 no trump are probably okay bids on North's hand. 1 diamond, I think, is a terrible opening bid. And if you make it, you should probably be kicked out of the event and the country. And honestly, just like the entire planet Earth. Keyboard replaced with bowl. I understand. Gotta get the chow, especially when you're hungover like that. I mean, maybe there's like a director call or something. I don't know. I can't imagine there is, but I guess it's possible. Yeah, 1 diamond is just an awful opening bid. Diza needs to get cut from the team. Like, it's certainly true there are flaws with the other bids, but you just lose at bridge when you open a diamond on hands like this, other than on this particular layout where now your partner realizes you have a huge diamond fit. So a diamond, a heart, 2 clubs. South game forces. I expect them to reach 6 diamonds. That seems like a reasonable ending spot at this point. So South has some diamond support, but now obviously North is going to be like pretty upset about where this auction has gone because she only has 4 diamonds most of the time. I mean, I don't know about most of the time, depending on the system, but she should have 5 diamonds and 4 clubs. And so South might be expecting a better fit. That's why he's gone through this whole plan of game forcing and supporting diamonds. But 3-0 is there. So South has a decision to make, right? North has these extras, this 15 count over here that is undisclosed. And it's possible South might expect partner has something closer to 11 or 12. And then Slam might be a little bit more risky. Like South knows the Queen of Diamonds is a worthless card in partner's hand, and she has that one. South knows that all of partner's club honors other than the ace are going to be wasted. I could see him passing 3-0. But the counterpoint is probably that something like 3-1-5-4 shape is pretty likely from North. And therefore, you know, ace, queen, 4th of hearts, opposite the singleton. There's no losers in that suit. If partner has the ace of clubs, then you have no club losers. You have no diamond losers when partner has the ace. And the 5 of spades can go away on either the spade king, which I think is a pretty likely card for partner to hold, given the repeated no trump bids, or on the club king, if partner has that in her side club suit. So it's definitely a little pessimistic for South to give up and pass 3-0, but exactly how he chooses to proceed is yet to be seen. 4 diamonds seems the most practical, just like confirm that diamonds are trump and let partner know that, and then you can move forward from there. Maybe South is wondering about their agreements on kickback. Curious if 4 hearts could be an offer to play or a natural, or an offer to play or key card in diamonds. That could be a concern from his perspective. Okay, 4 clubs. Is this the infamous Gerber convention? Asking for aces? No, apparently it's not. I actually don't know what's going on right now. Well, by hook and by crook, they got to the small slam. Now, how good is 7 diamonds as a contract? I think you do need to guess the club king. But if you do, then you should be able to pick up the club suit for a couple of discards. So heart lead. Six diamonds isn't 100% cold. At least I don't see a line where Declare can just claim all of the tricks. Like diamonds 3-0 means you have to pull a couple of extra trumps, and then you can't rough enough hearts in North's hand. How do I think Declare is going to play? Maybe we ruff a heart and go ace of clubs, queen of clubs, pitching a spade. Okay, but pulling trumps is probably also fine. If trumps are 2-1, then we're in great shape. And they are. So now Declare does just have a claim, and we'll have a guess of the club king for a 13th trick. This seems reasonable. Whoa! Other table managed to get all the way up to 2 spades on the previous board in the other room, so bringing home the 10-trick contract in spades. Net 6 imps for Deeza's team. I do like this finesse, I think. Playing west for the club king. I don't know why, but for whatever reason it feels a little more natural to me. Maybe I'm backwards on this and we should play the opening leader for the king of clubs, but either way, I mean, it's just kind of a guess that you don't need to dwell on too much. Why are we in the tank here? There we go. Wait, 12 tricks? Hello? There were 13 tricks. What was that? Okay, I think that's probably an operator error. But we'll see if the score gets changed at some point. I'm sure the players are keeping track. On to board 18. So 3 boards to play. Match is still pretty close. Pass by East in first seat. Balanced 14 count. This would not be my favorite 1-no opener if I was playing 14 to 16, but I guess you would have to make it in your system. But South opens a club, spade by West. North decides not to bid. We have seen North-South be a little bit more conservative than some of the other players out there. And what do we do as East? Maybe we try a 3-club mixed raise, or East decides to be a little bit more aggressive. 2 no-trump limit raise with 4. As a passed hand, you have a little bit of extra safety net in showing some extra values in these spots, because your partner will know you couldn't open the bidding. And West, despite hearing the limit raise, has 12 highs, but realizes, kind of similar to us, that partner's a passed hand. There's no way they could have game their direction. And we get a club lead. I think 10 tricks are available if Declare picks everything up. You can pick up the spade suit by taking the restricted choice play, cash the ace, and then eventually hook the jack out of South. You can ruff a couple of hearts, or even utilize the clubs to pitch a heart eventually, but you can also pitch a diamond on the long clubs. Take the diamond finesse, so lose... Oh. That might make Declare's life a little bit easier, but yes, the opening club lead was not readable as South sticks in the 10. South switches to spades, the 2 of spades, which might give the position away a little bit, the 2 of spades switch. I think a lot of players just lazily default to playing high-low from doubletons. So if South wanted to feign as if he had a 3-2 doubleton of spades, then he probably should have switched to the 3. Diamond to the king, everything's just going great for Declare here. Roughs the last heart. Now can take the spade finesse. And does so quickly. So 10 tricks were available all along. Eventually Declare will lose 2 diamonds from here, but that's okay. Contract made. Strongest defense might have been for South to win the king of clubs at trick 1 and lead a low diamond. But Declare might have gotten that right as well. So potential pickup. There are definitely potential pickups on boards 17 and 18 for different teams. Obviously, board 17, 7 diamonds has some potential to make. And board 18, 4 spades could make. But I think it's also possible that something like 3 spades goes down, depending on how the play goes. Hey, Scissors. How are you? A long time no see. 2 boards to go. So pass by South. Am I ready for Dinkin bidding to 7 diamonds? There's no chance, right? Because South would be declaring, I think. I'm not certain, but we can take a look. We can take a look afterwards. I know that's what everyone else is here for. 6 diamonds and 7 diamonds always make. That's true. That's true. At least in terms of this match they have so far. So 2 passes around to North, who opens once again a diamond with longer clubs in 3rd seat. This one I have a lot more sympathy for because you really want a diamond lead against the opponent's contract. 2-0 by East, hearts and clubs. Pass by South, and then 4 hearts by West. Hey, our VuGraph operator speaks. Look at this. They have told us that the alert of 2-0s, hearts and clubs. Thank you, the VuGraph operator. I'm not sure what South is thinking about. I guess 4 spades, but please don't. I mean, this looks like Declare doesn't have too many problems. They lose a diamond. And I think they're just going to be able to pull trumps, take the club finesse, and eventually Declare is going to be sad that they end up losing 2 clubs. Because North has 5 of them. So Ace of Diamonds lead, 9 of Diamonds suit preference for spades. I mean, it is South's only card. North obviously doesn't have to respect the suit preference for spades and instead could elect to try and pull trumps or try and tap the dummy. But she does. She trusts partner, switches to spades, Jack, Queen, Ace. And I was going to say I think Declare is probably just going to pull 3 rounds of trumps first, but elects to play a club to the Queen, Ace of clubs, that'll get roughed. But I guess now actually Declare is going to do a little bit better. Just plays on cross rough lines, so the defense was not able to get trumps going fast enough. So it looks like 11 tricks, an even better match point result. But no issues with making this one. Only a matter of some over tricks. So board 17, 6 diamonds duplicated, 6 diamonds in the north. Is Hjordis Disa? Yes, this is Disa in the north. And Disa has become very conservative in her old age, as I guess we've seen a couple of times, forgetting to bid slams when they are called. So club rough, diamond rough, club rough, diamond rough, blah, 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 blah. 650. Last board of the set, and then unfortunately we're going to have to jump into the other table. It looks like this table has not slowed down nearly enough to prevent us from having to deal with that misery. First seat, West shouldn't be opening this hand, but he might. Juniors, you know, what can you do? But I think East will open in 3rd seat. 1 spade. Maybe they end up getting to like 2 diamonds or something. A spade, a no trump, 2 diamonds, all pass is a possible auction. Not vulnerable, he would open. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, but three clubs is fine. You and I have different definitions of fine. I would tolerate it if partner opened three clubs, not vulnerable. But like, then you can't be opening ace, king, jack, 10, 7th three clubs, right? Because these hands are just so wildly different. You would have to open that one like one club or something. Which I guess is fine. It's all, as long as your system's consistent. I just don't really tolerate massively wide-ranging preamps. I think that makes bidding really hard on partner. It's true. As Scissors points out, vulnerability only affects the scoring and not the bidding. We have another long pause here. Are these guys chatty, Steph? East-west at the table? Do they talk a lot, like in between hands? Do they talk to the opponents? Like, is that what's going on right now? Because we've seen a lot of these, like, 2 to 3 minute pauses. Yes? Okay. Then that would make sense. So that could be what these, like, 2 to 3 minute pauses are at the start of every board, where they're just, like, discussing something about the last hand. Can it happen? Or maybe West is just like really thinking hard about the three club opener. I could see that too. Not about bridge? Okay. Talk about something else. Talk about alcohol. That is a popular topic of conversation. Talk about food. Also pretty popular. They're like, hey, we got a break after this round. Have you guys heard of any good restaurants? Maybe about pickled herring in a can. I mean, that I actually can't tell if that's food or not. But yes, they could be talking about that. Any minute now. Like, meanwhile, the other table, still 2 boards behind us, has been, like, thinking really hard about every decision. At least the match settled down after the first 3 boards. We had a few pushes, 6 imps, another push. None of these 10 imp swings. Pass a spade. South should pass. I mean, I would pass a South. Who knows what the South will do? Like, I guess if you count up the high card points, you get to 15, and you can bid a no trump. This is such a bad bid. Okay. Do we need to have a talk about this, or should we just move on? Like, where is South getting his tricks from? And how are we possibly making game when partner's a passed hand? These are my 2 questions. Well, anyway, a spade, a no trump, 2 clubs by West, natural. But, East does not play 2 clubs as natural. I was going to say that a lot of players will play 2 clubs is both majors or 1 major. Yeah. 2 clubs is both majors. So in this context, both majors would effectively mean I have a doubleton spade support and a side heart suit. Though you might expect that if these guys were playing as partners, for example, as they are right now at the table, they would have discussed this. So if East works out what's going on, that 2 clubs is just natural and non-forcing, then he has this extra information that his partner did not open 3 clubs. So the small singleton club, while opposite some 6-card club suits, would play okay. He might pull to 2 diamonds. Two diamonds might just be like a safe bid anyway, right? Like, if West is showing both majors, wouldn't 2 diamonds be pick a major? And yeah, I mean, they get to a 5-2 spade fit often instead of a 5-3 heart fit, but that's okay. Ooh, passes 2 clubs. Well, I think a lot of this might come down to the opening lead. Okay, North does find a diamond lead, because otherwise Declare would have been able to unblock the spade queen and then get over to the diamond ace for a couple spade pitches. Now, that ace of diamonds entry is going to get knocked out pretty quickly. You think 2 clubs is like a variant of Psycho Section? It's either clubs or 2 higher suits? Could be. Diamond ducked around to the queen. I think this is a good play by Declare. I mean, not just because, like, on the given layout, South actually has some difficulty in continuing diamonds, but because Declare was always going to lose a diamond trick, you know, after the diamond opening lead. If he had flown the diamond ace, then he just doesn't have entries to pitch a couple diamonds on his spades. Surely he didn't dump the beer card at trick 1. I think he did. Vugraph error? Maybe. It's possible. I mean, juniors do prefer to score their beers whenever they can. Is this like a concession, though, in junior bridge? If you do play the beer card at trick 1, then the opponents can effectively relax because you're not making your contract? I mean, it does look like a little bit of a hopeless contract from Declare here. So he's lost a diamond. He does get to pitch his other diamond loser, and now he's in dummy for the last time. Probably leads a heart to the 10 as the more likely way to pick up a trick. The alternative would, I think, be to lead a club to the question mark 9, queen? I don't know. What? Hello? Excuse me? Can anyone explain what just happened? Puts the king of hearts on the table? But, like, South could just win and exit a trump. Or the jack of spades. What? Wait, hold on. Was Declare just always making this at this point? There's no way that Declare was actually making with his line of play, right? The defense just massively erred? Oh, no. They were able to separate their trump tricks. Okay, we're all good. I was so lost as to what was happening there. All right, 2 boards to play in the other room. At least we didn't have to look at the auction in this one. So we only get to see 1 auction. 4 hearts has been bid. Wow, it looks like somehow the 10 of clubs won the first round of the suit. Oh, 4 hearts in the east. Wait, maybe we should look at the auction. Oh god, no, we shouldn't look at the auction. I can't believe I opened that up. I got baited so hard into figuring out how east got to declare this one. Of course, south opened the bidding. Right, classic. Big mistake. So I guess south led his singleton club, which does give away the club position. And that's going to be 12 tricks, it looks like, for declare. Okay. Why did North hang on to the ace, king, queen of diamonds? I don't know. Maybe a bit of a match point debacle, but it's only an extra trick at imps. So, 7 imps is the difference going into the last hand. And I do not remember the hand, even though we just saw it being played in the other room. Ah, right, 2 clubs going down 1. They had this misfit and unfortunately ended up in a pretty weak 6-1 club split. So West passes in first, pass by North, we'll see a spade by East, and I mean, surely South will overcall no trump, right? They did in the other room. One spade by East, any minute now. It's on its way. There it is. Wow. Nice pass by South. Maybe we should follow Dinkin more. If he's going to be making bids like this, I like it. It might go very badly for him, though, because now East-West have found their diamond fid, and that's going to be a lot more pleasant than the club contract. So South has to lead. I mean, I would probably lead the king of diamonds. I don't know. Like, you're not leading a heart and you're not leading a spade, so it's between king, jack, third of clubs and king, queen, 10 of diamonds. There we go. Oh my god. Who said that we shouldn't watch Sam Dinkin play? All of the haters out there. I'm calling you out right now. This guy's great. Maybe we should just follow him for the entire day. In fact, you know what we could do? We could turn on kibitzing mode. We could just watch Sam Dinkin play as the expert player that he is. Maybe we'll do it next round. We'll see. Unfortunately, I have no idea what any of their bids mean. So it's going to be pretty difficult to understand the auction. All right, king of diamonds lead. So declare probably ducks this trick. And we'll have to see if South continues the trump suit or switches. Now that we can see that singleton queen of spades in dummy, okay. All right. We're back on track now. The jack of hearts switch. Yes, that's a good one. This was exactly the card we wanted to play as South. But yeah, I was going to say with that singleton queen of spades in dummy, it doesn't look as if there's much of a reason to continue attacking trumps. You might prevent a ruff and score your jack of spades, but Declare is going to have some pretty good spades. That queen will nicely fill in his suit. So the attack on the trump suit probably is not going to be profitable. And of course, Declare might have had ace-jack, fourth of diamonds. Why are we playing clubs? Am I like miscounting our tricks somehow? Why don't we just play another heart? Set up a heart trick? I mean, I guess the plan from here is to cash 2 spades. Wait, what is the plan from here? So we ruff a spade, we pitch a club, and North continues clubs, and we pitch a heart on this trick? Is that what's going on? No, we ruff. Oh, yeah, it's all good, right? Wait, it's not a... Why did South ruff? Couldn't South have just pitched a heart here and then taken all the last 3 tricks? What am I missing? Oh god, this is a disaster. Yeah, I mean, I think East misplayed this hand, and then obviously South gave the contract back to him. So this should have been down 1. I still don't really understand what was going on in the play, but plus 90. So the match is fairly flat at the end. Dinkin has a small victory, which is going to earn them a couple of VPs. And that brings us to the updated standings, which are currently... Oh, thank God. Maybe we don't actually have to watch them play. So, match we just saw. Ooh, and this is going to get closer. We don't have the last board in. So these teams are going to be actually closer to like 112 or 113 VPs total. But Hjordis has retaken the lead. They had a convincing win by 15 imps over De Boden.